Katie from Dynamic Pilates, and today we're going to do our butt and thigh 30-minute workout. So we're just going to start today by remembering our Pilates breathing. So in Pilates, we always want to inhale through the nose, take a deep breath into the back and sides of the ribs, and then as we exhale out, it's through the mouth, and we want to draw in our abdominals at the same time as also lifting our pelvic floor muscles. So we'll just take a few breaths there. You can place your hands on your stomach and just feel those abdominals starting to warm up, so really draw those in. We're just going to start and warm up with a few roll downs, so just make sure you're off the mat. Weight evenly distributed over the big toe, the little toe and the heels. I'm just going to take a deep breath in and exhale to melt the chin to chest and roll all the way up and over. Inhale here to prepare, and exhale to scoop the abdominals and use that abdominal connection to help you to roll all the way back up. One more here. Exhale, making sure we keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. And then when we scoop the abdominals, feel each vertebra at a time, stacking you all the way out to standing up, nice and tall. We're going to bring the feet into a V position now, and we're just going to do some heel raises. So we're going to inhale to come up, and then exhale to slowly, with control, come back down. Inhale, exhale. Keep going there, just making sure that you're engaging all of the muscles right from the feet all the way up to the glutes. Good, just a few more there. Nice control. And last one. And we're going to come onto the mat and just take the feet still in a V position, but out a bit wider. And we're going to come out into some wide knee bends. So you can place the hands on the hips or wherever feels comfortable. You can just have them relaxed. We're going to inhale to squat down. Exhale to push back up. Inhale down. Exhale. As you're exhaling to come back up, really engage the glutes. So to do that, we imagine we're pushing through the heels, and that will help you to make sure that you're activating the glutes. Good, just one more there. On the last one, when we come down, we're now going to do some heel raises. So we're just going to alternate our feet, and we'll do 10 to each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just nice fluid breathing. Another 10 here. Making sure you keep down nice and low. Last one. And we're just going to bring both heels up now. And we're just going to do 10 pulses down. 2, 3. Really getting the thighs and the glutes happening. Good. Playing with the balance a little bit here. And place the feet back down. And now we're just going to come down onto the mat and get nice and centered with our 100. So we're going to come down into our hook-lie position, which is when we've got our feet at hip distance apart. Knees are bent at about a 90-degree angle away from the body. And we want to make sure our pelvis is in neutral. So if you imagine there's a little cup of tea sitting on your pelvis, you want to make sure that you're not allowing that to tip over or topple at any point. You want to always keep that nice balance there. Arms reaching down, nice and strong, pressing into the mat. In our hundreds, we've got 3 places we can work. This is our first option. Our next option is to take the legs up into tabletop and zip the legs together. And then following that, we can extend the legs out, being the most challenging option. So choose where you would like to work today. Inhale to take the arms up overhead. Exhale to come up and pump the arms for 100 breaths. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Even though I'm counting, you want that breath to be nice and fluid. The arms are pumping quite quickly, but that breath is nice and smooth. Inhale. exhale. Nice, still legs. You don't want any movement really through the head and the neck, just all in the core and the arms, pumping really strongly. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Just a few more there. Use that breath to help you to keep going, even when it might be getting a little bit challenging. Exhale. Inhale. Just a few more here. And exhale. And last one. And exhale. Get all that air out. And gently release the head and neck back down to the mat, and release one foot at a time back down to the mat. Now we're going to go into our abdominal work. So we're going to float the knees back up to tabletop, and we're going to take the hands to the outside of the knees. We're going to inhale here to prepare. We're going to exhale to come up into a chest lift position. Just hold there for a moment. Inhale to prepare, and on our exhale, we're going to pulse the right knee in towards us twice as we exhale, extend the left leg. We're going to inhale to transition. We're going to exhale to switch. Inhale. And this is quite a dynamic, quick movement in our single leg stretch. So drawing each knee in and placing the opposite hand on the opposite foot. Good, keep going. Just a few more here to each side. Starting to get those abdominals switched on. And last one to each side. Good. And draw the knees back to center, and we're going to go straight into the double leg stretch. So inhale to take the arms and legs both away. Exhale to circle them back around and draw in. Inhale. Exhale. Working the whole body now. And last one, we're going to hold here for 3 breaths. And last breath. And circle around. You can release the head back down to the mat now. And we're going to extend the legs towards the sky. Place the hands alongside the mat. And we're going to inhale here to prepare. Exhale to come up into a chest lift. We're going to inhale now to float the feet down in a V position. We're going to exhale to flex them and draw them back up. Inhale to float down. These are our double leg lowers. Exhale back up. Inhale down just off the mat, or as far as you're able to go. 2 more here. And last one. And exhale. Flex those feet and draw them back up. Bring the knees back down. Place one foot back down and the other foot back down. And we're going to come over onto our sides now and really start to get into the legs. So in our side lie work, we always want to make sure that we're nice and aligned. And a great way to do that when you're at home on your own, to make sure that you're aligned, is to make sure that your bottom, your torso and your head are in one long line against the back of the mat. So feet forward, feet pointing to the forward corner of the mat. So we want to get down on the mat, make sure we've got that nice long line, head resting in the hands. Feet should be facing forward. We're going to make sure the hips are nice and stacked. We don't want to rock forward or backwards, so always check that the hips are nice and stacked. And we also want to make sure we're still engaged through the stomach, even though we're on our side. Top hand should be on top, in front, just supporting, but nice and relaxed. We don't want to get those shoulders up around the ears. So make sure that top arm's nice and relaxed, lifting up in the undersides, and make sure those obliques are on. And we're going to take that top foot just to hip height. We're going to inhale to float it back. We're going to exhale to kick forward twice. Inhale to take it back. Exhale to pulse. And exhale. Exhale. Good. It's not so much about the range of movement here, but just making sure that We're keeping the movement nice and controlled. And it's a nice active stretch here because we're obviously working strongly at the same time as getting a nice stretch through the hamstrings. Last one. Good. Place that top foot back down and rotate the toes towards the ceiling. Going to inhale to kick the leg up. Exhale to flex it down. Inhale to kick it up. Exhale back down. Creating that imaginary resistance, like we're slicing through honey with our leg. Just a few more here. Exhale. And one more. Good. Keep that foot so that the toes are pointing towards the ceiling and just lift it slightly. And we're going to do 8 little circles away from the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8 in the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Place that foot back down. And we're going to go into some bigger circles now and really start to feel the glutes. So going to inhale to float the leg out in front. Exhale to circle it up and around. Inhale. Exhale down. Exhale back and around. This is a great exercise for our hips, but it will also really get the glutes and the rest of the leg working quite strongly. Good. Last one in this direction. When it comes back to center, we're going to reverse the direction. So we're going to take the leg back as we inhale. Exhale to circle it forward and around. Inhale back. Exhale around. Good. Just a few more in this direction. Feeling that nice stretch. And the glutes working quite strongly now. Good. And it's the last one. From here, we're going to get into the inner thighs a little bit. So place that top foot in front, and you can take a hold over the front or the back, whichever is more comfortable for you. You want to make sure the bottom foot is feeling nice and long. So imagine like it's being pulled and that foot is nice and long and extending out. You want to really flex the foot and point the toes towards the mat, and that's going to help you to make sure you're engaging your inner thigh. We're going to do 3 pulses up, aiming to get a little higher each time as we exhale. So we'll take an inhale to prepare, exhale 2, 3, and release. Inhale to prepare, exhale 2, 3. Exhale 2, 3. Don't worry about the height, just do try and get a little bit higher each time, whatever that is, and make sure that it's the inner thigh working by keeping those toes pointing towards the mat. Good. Few more here. Exhale 2, 3, release. And last one, and release that foot back down. Take that top foot and draw both the knees in now, and we're going to go into some clams. So we're going to actually get quite strongly into the glutes now. So make sure that the legs are zipped together again and those hips are stacked. Feet also together, and you can tuck them in slightly towards the bottom. And a great way in our clams to make sure that we're not over opening through the hip is to place that hand on top. That's what I like to do, just to make sure you're checking yourself the whole way through. So place that hand on the hip and just put a little bit of pressure pushing forward to make sure that you're only going to open to the point where you can, and that will make sure that that glute really starts to work. So we're going to inhale to open the knees, exhale to replace. Inhale to open, exhale back down. Inhale and exhale. Again, in our clams, we want to make sure there's that imaginary resistance. So pretend like there's a hand pushing down on that knee, and you've really got to fight against it to open it. Good. Last one. Float the feet up off the mat now, and we're going to continue the same movement, but with the feet lifted. Inhale and exhale. Still making sure you're only opening so far as you can, is to still keep that movement happening from the hip. And exhale. Exhale, good. These are all great ones to get the glute working. And last one. And now we're going to inhale to lift the knee and extend the foot. We're going to exhale to replace the foot to the foot, knee to the knee. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Probably starting to feel the glute quite strongly now, so just use the breath to help you to keep going. Exhale. And exhale. Last one here. And release the feet back down. Just going to come up now and we'll just switch sides. So scooch around, line yourself up so that the bottom and the torso and the arm are in one long line, head supported by the hand, feet to the forward corner of the mat. And again, make sure we've got that nice lift underneath the body and those abdominals drawing in and the hips nice and stacked. We'll take that top foot up just to hip height and we'll go straight into our side kicks again. So inhale to take it back, exhale to flex forward. Inhale, inhale, good. Just a few more here. Enjoying the nice stretch. Last one. Place that foot back down, rotate the toes towards the ceiling. Inhale to kick it up, exhale to flex. Inhale, exhale. Again, imagining that resistance. We can all lie here and relax and not work too hard, but what's the point of doing it? So you may as well check yourself and make sure you're working as hard as you can. Good, last one there. And we're going to lift the foot slightly and do the 8 little circles away from the body. Rotating right and working right from the hip. 6, 7, 8. And reverse the direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Great. Place that foot back down. And we're going to our large leg circles now. So we'll start going forward. Inhale to take the leg forward. Exhale to circle it up and around. Exhale. Probably already fatiguing a little bit because we've worked the glutes on the other side already. So use the breath as much as you can just to help you to keep going. And last one, opposite direction. Inhale, exhale, circle it around. It's a great one again for our hips. Get that nice range of movement happening. You'll find it'll probably get a little bit easier and better each time. And one more. Good. Place that foot back down and we'll get into the inner thighs again. So bring that top foot in front of the bottom foot. Take a hand for support. Lift that bottom foot, extend long through the leg and face the toes towards the mat. And we're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale to pulse that leg up 3 times. And inhale to release. Exhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. And release. Exhale, 2, 3. Release. Good. Just a few more here. Making sure we're getting every part of the leg. And last one. Exhale, 2, 3. A little bit higher that time and let it down. Place the feet back together, draw the knees in towards the body. Make sure it's all zipped together for our clams. Again, if you want to check yourself, place that hand on top. And we're going to inhale to open, exhale to close. Inhale, exhale back down. Again, remember that resistance. That resistance is going to help you get the results that you're looking for. Good. And last one there. Raise the feet up. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Excellent. Keep going with your breath. Sometimes in our side lie work we can forget about the breath just tend to relax a little bit, but got to keep remembering to draw those abdominals in. Now we're going to inhale, extend the foot, exhale to close it back. Inhale, exhale. Good, keep going. Only a few more to go. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. Great. Lower the feet back down. We're just going to roll onto our stomach for a moment and do some supine heel beats. So in our supine position, it's really important to make sure we've always got those abdominals engaged and switched on and lifting up off the mat to ensure that we're supporting our lower back. So we're going to make a little triangle with our fingers and our thumbs to rest our head in. And we're going to come down onto our front, legs zip together, and making sure that that abdominal connection is happening. So you can imagine there's a little piece of ice beneath your belly. You're trying to lift your tummy up off that ice. When you're ready, we'll extend the legs up, and we're going to do 30 heel beats. So inhale to prepare and breathe fluidly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 10. 8, 9, 10. Release the legs back down for a moment and rotate the feet so we're in that V position again. Lift them up and we're going to do 30 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep those abs lifted up off the floor. 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 10. 9, 10. And release the legs back down. Brilliant. Now we're going to push up onto all fours and come into our front support position. So in our front support position, we want to make sure we're in one long line from our head to our bottom. So we want to make sure we're not collapsing through the chest or overextending or anything. We want to make sure that the wrists are beneath the shoulders and that our knees are beneath our hips. Make sure you're not dropping through the head either. We want to make sure the head's nice and lifted. From here, we're going to come straight into our plank. So inhale to take the right leg back and the left leg back. And we're going to hold here for 5 breaths. Making sure that we're not lifting up through the bottom because that's not very difficult. We want to make sure the bottom's lowered, so we're working strongly in the core to keep this nice position. One more breath there. We're going to push up now, lift the sit bones towards the sky, and come up into a pike position for 5 breaths. Stretch those sit bones up, get that nice stretch through the shoulders, draw the heels down. And come back now into our plank for 5 more breaths. Good. Last breath here. And release one knee down and the other knee back down. And you can just release the wrists for a moment. And we're going to come back onto all fours. And we're going to now go into our glutes a little bit more. So float the left leg up behind you and flex the foot with the heel pointing towards the ceiling. And we're just going to do 20 glute pulses up towards the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just keep going. 8, 9, 10. And we're just going to do 3 little push-ups here, just to get into the arms a little bit. Inhale down, exhale to push up. And last one, and push back up. And you can float that leg back down. And we'll just come onto our other side now. So take that right leg back behind you, extend the heel, extend through the heel, flex the foot, 20 pulses up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I promise this is the last glutes. 8, 9, 10. And don't forget our push-ups again. So 3 little push-ups here. Exhale. Keeping those elbows tucked in towards the body. And last one. And place that knee back down. And you can just push back into rest position just for a moment. Just for a few breaths. Just to balance ourselves. Good, and now we're just going to release our glutes. So come back up onto all fours. Bring that right knee forward and try and aim to get that right shin parallel to the front of the mat. Back leg extending behind, nice and long. And you want to make sure you're square to the front of the mat, so not dipping into either side of the hips. And we're just going to fold forward. So if this is where we come to, that's fine. Or you can come down onto the elbows. Or you can extend the arms out, but stay nice and wide and open through the chest. So we're just getting a nice pigeon stretch here, which is working to open us up through the hips and also stretch that glute on the right side. So just hold here for a few breaths. Allowing yourself to sink a little bit deeper into the stretch with each breath. Last breath. And then gently come back up. And place that right knee back. And bring that left leg forward. Make sure the shin's in line with the front of the mat as much as is possible. And that back leg extended long, hips nice and square to the front of the mat, and gently fold forward. Just for a few breaths. Enjoying the nice stretch after working the glutes. Last breath there. And gently come back up. And we'll come gently back up to standing. And we'll finish just like we started with a few roll downs. So come just off the mat. And we'll take a deep breath to inhale. And we're going to exhale to roll forward. Noticing any difference that you feel in the body now. Inhale to hold, exhale, slowly roll all the way back up. And last one, inhale, stand up nice and tall, exhale. Just allowing the body to cool down. You can take a hold of the elbows here for a moment, just feel that nice stretch. And look gently from left to right. Just to softly release through the neck. And let go of the elbows. Inhale there, exhale, scoop those abdominals. Stack all the way back up to standing. And you've just finished the Dynamic Pilates 30-minute butt and thigh workout. So thanks everyone, and feel free to check out our other workouts. Hi, I'm Katie from Dynamic Pilates. Thanks for doing our free online workout. And if you would like to give something back, please feel free to take a look at the link below for the Safe Haven Orphanage in Thailand. Thank you.